القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر.
Alhamdulillah wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Welcome to lesson number 10. I believe this is the last lesson in which you will be learning a rule before you go into your practice lessons on how to read the Quran, how to read sentences. So alhamdulillah, you have got here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you and may He give you more. May He give you fluency in your recitation, and may you read the Quran and become one of the people of the Quran, and be raised as one of the people on the Quran in the Day of Judgment. So lesson number 10, the compulsory med and the Muqatta'aat. So the compulsory med yet again is another med. So there are many med, as we know, and this is one which is compulsory. You have to read this med. Now, in the previous lessons, you've already learnt about many types of med. In this lesson, you will learn about another type of med known as med lazim, translated as the compulsory med. This med appears on some special letters at the beginning of surahs and also in words. Okay, so we'll go over the different cases, but the important thing to consider here is that the count for this med is 6 harakat. So previously, we're talking about extra meds here. The extra med previously has been taught as 4 harakat length. So if we were to say ja'a, that's 4 length. But with this one, we stretch it 2 more lengths. So the med lazim is famously occurs at the end of Surah Al-Fatiha, Surah Al-Fatiha, وَلَضَّالِّينَ. So this is slightly longer than the other one, okay? The other meds that we have learned previously. The question arises that how do we differentiate between this med, which is 6 counts, and the other, which is 4 counts, the extra med? The med lazim always has a sakin after it, either in the form of a sakin or a shadda, most commonly as a shadda. Okay, so if we have a look here, after this med here, can we see that the dad, and then there's the alif, and then there's the med sign. It's a little bit small, but you can just about see it. And then you've got the lam with the shadda. Okay, so here we can see it because of a shadda. So look above the Arabic example, and you will notice a shadda immediately after the med. Okay, so we can see that there. So that is why this is identified as a 6 haraka med. Here's some practice. So here you can see in the practice you've got وَلَضَّالِّينَ وَلَضَّالِّينَ. And also, if you notice, the sound sort of stays on the lam because of the shadda, and also you raise your voice a little bit when you're saying the next shadda word after the med. This is part of the accent of reciting the Quran. وَلَضَّالِّينَ. So in the second example, you say وَلَا تَحَاضُّونَ وَلَا تَحَاضُّونَ وَلَا تَحَاضُّونَ. So this is where you can see this. Let's look at this one. فَاسْأَلِ الْعَادِّينَ فَاسْأَلِ الْعَادِّينَ فَاسْأَلِ الْعَادِّينَ. So here we can see these are the examples with the shadda. Okay, so all of these examples are with the shadda. The last, this one example is with a sakin, right? So this particular word only appears in Surah Yunus in the first part of the Quran. So this word is a special word in which that is because of its sakin, it only appears in Surah Yunus. And that is Al-Ana. Al-Ana. This is Hamza, Lam, and then Hamza with the diminutive alif, and then the Nun with the Fatha. Al-Ana. This is how you pronounce this one. And the last example, أن يتماسا أن يتماسا أن يتماسا. So this we can see most of the time it appears because of the shadda. So the sakin within the shadda is causing this med to be 6 harakat. So in the next lesson we'll cover the other type of med, which is called the huruf al-muqatta'aat, or which appears on the huruf al-muqatta'aat.
Salam Alykum. Be sure to download your free implementation workbook. We go through it step by step. All the videos correspond with it. We have laid it out very strategically so you can master Quranic Tajweed and Quranic Mastery and implement it while you go along. Okay, so be sure to download this and it will help you on your journey. It's free to download. The link should be in the description. Assalamu alaikum. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please like this video so we know you enjoy it, as we can make more. Please write a comment and tell us what you thought about the lesson. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe now. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.